this shows my journey through these years, 36 years. You will see that there are hardly any men around in uniform while I was working in uniform. So you can see 1978, it's all men around. 1999, I was in Bangalore. Everybody, I was the only lady officer. I was posted in Central Reserve Police Force those days. And 2005, we had organized self-defense training programs and we had Nandita Das as one of the chief guests in my function. And with the Prime Minister in 2006, I attended a NDC course, National Defense College, for 1 year. And during that period, we went to call on the Prime Minister. And you can see half of the group, but I'm the only lady officer in uniform there. And this is one of the functions I happened to meet our ex-president, Shri Abdul Kalam ji. So next, please. Now, I wanted to share with you some information about how women are placed in positions of authority. I'm just talking about authority because that is the only way to change things in general, in society, in the government, or anywhere we want to bring about any change. You have to have a position of authority. So in civil services, our presentation is 18%. In IS, 8%. In the Indian Police Service, the percentage is just about 8% only. In the Foreign Service, we have more women, 14%. In Armed Forces, it is just 2.4%. And in Judicial Services, I'm particularly talking about the High Court, we have 5.8%. And in the legislatures, in the Parliament, we have 11% women. Now, what is the existing social scenario which is available to us? Everything, all the laws, the social rules, regulations, everything is weighing in favor of men, and it's against women. It's very difficult to work in this environment where everybody is a man, or every decision is taken by them for themselves, and the rights of women or the issues that concern women are not taken very seriously. We have property rights only in paper. It's practically not available to women. And we all know that reservation for women in Parliament is still pending for the last so many years. But why does it happen? Because it is a man's world, because they are the decision makers and they decide everything. They have not allowed the reservation for women even in the Parliament or legislatures to come up. Not only this, the overzealous families of women who are in positions of authority also stops their further progress sometimes. So therefore, I would say that women coming out of their homes have to sail through the opposites all their life. Not only this, safety and security issues. You can't go out at night. You have no freedom to wear what you want to wear and say what you want to say. You can't pursue certain professions because you are a woman. So therefore, there are so many limitations which limit our freedom as well as growth. What are the options for us? Options are many. First option, foremost, is empowerment of women. By empowerment, I mean, like we were saying yesterday, education, education, and education. This is the first step towards empowerment. And then financial independence. If you are earning enough, you can stand on your own feet, then only you can take decisions. Otherwise, somebody else is taking decisions for you. So that's very important that we empower women and show that they stand on their own feet, they do work, and they earn their livelihood so that they are decision makers also. we have to change our society's attitude towards us. Like yesterday, we were told that you don't ask for it now. Yesterday, the idea came to me, why are we asking for these rights? Why can't we just assume what we want to do? We want to assume authority at home. Let us assume that authority. So let it come naturally to us. Let us assume authority instead of all the time demanding and asking for our rights. So I think we need to change that and come closer to achieving our goals. The other important thing I always feel is exclusivity doesn't help. We have to be inclusive. We have to include men in our movement towards achieving whatever we want to do. We have to work with men. We have to invite them, move with them. Because I personally feel that if we are walking alone, our path is going to be very difficult. Our path is going to be very, very slow. Our speed is going to be very slow. So therefore, I personally very strongly feel that we have to work with everybody, all the sections of society. All of us have to work together. Next, please. Now I take you to my Tihar prisons because I love my place and I love my inmates there, that they are housed there. So this was the entry, first one. And now the details about Tihar prisons, you can understand the magnitude of the work that we do. We have a sanctioned capacity of 6,250 people, inmates, but we presently have more than 13,000, close to 14,000 people in Tihar prisons. We have 75% of inmates who are facing trials. Now, this is a very important figure because it shows us how effective our judicial system is. And I feel that this area needs special attention because the under-trial population is very agitated inside prisons because they don't know what is going to be their fate, what is going to be the decision in their case. So there is unrest in their minds, and the sooner the cases are decided, they will, if they have to complete their sentence inside the jail, they will be waiting for their time to be over and then move out. So this is one area where we have to work, and I would seek help from the advocates that we have to help us in progressing in this particular area. We have 4.4% women in our jails. I was just thinking that we constitute about 50% of the population. And when our jail is a reflection of our society, when we see these figures, that means women have not been, they have been busy doing positive things, and they are bringing up their children, doing positive things, and therefore they have no time to do all this. So therefore we have hardly any women. So there is the answer. Women are less of criminals. They are not criminals, I would say that. We have 6.6% adolescent boys who are committing crime, and they are lodged with us. We have 2.7% foreigners also lodged with us. Next, please. So I think love, affection, care, and sensitivity are very natural qualities all of us have. And my job, custody of inmates, is like having the custody of people who are negative, who are agitated, who are penalized, who are frustrated, separated from their families, and they are lawbreakers. So to keep custody of such people is the challenge. So I actually feel that I'm a guardian for the family of inmates, big family of inmates that I have. So therefore, as I said, we have to assume certain things. So as Director General of Prisons, I have assumed the authority of guardian, so to say. So we have safe custody, peace, and discipline in the jail, which is a big challenge with such kind of negative people, and 75% of whom are very restive and agitated people, uncertain of their future. So what do I do? As a guardian, it is important to be natural and at the same time detached. I can't get connected or emotionally attached with them. So therefore, I have to detach myself, and at the same time, I have to keep my natural qualities of sensitivity and coolness intact. I have to change the negativity of my inmates into positive attributes. That is my objective now. I have also realized that when I am cool with them, when I listen to their problems, sometimes they are agitated, but when you listen to them patiently, you see that the calmness or coolness gets transferred to them. They understand that they are being hurt, then they are quiet and they are happy that somebody has hurt them. And I do try to the best of my capability that I'm able to redress as much of their grievances as possible, practically, with government limitations of the law. Whatever I can do, I try to do that. I also believe that everybody is a creative person. All of us are creative in some way or the other. And also another experience that I have realized is that spiritualism enhances and enforces creativity. Because I have seen in the jail that the more creative we are, the more calmness comes to them, and then when you are calm, you are able to do your job better, you are able to create things in a better and positive way. It also helps us in bringing out talent, potential, and capabilities to the fore. When inmates they come inside the jail, we check them, or through dealing with them, we understand what their talents are, what their creativity is, and then we try to nurture that talent, nurture their music capability or painting capabilities or potential, whatever they have, we use that. It helps us in many ways. This little bit of attention to their creativity, to their potential, has helped us in a great, great way. How does it help us? It gives them livelihood, because when they work, they get paid, they get wages. Skilled, semi-skilled, and unskilled kind of work gets paid in a different way. And they have self-respect, because first casualty when you come inside the jail, besides social stigma, as a person, what they lose is self-respect, how they will face the society, what I have done, what wrong have I done. So therefore, once they start earning and doing something positive and creative, it gives their self-respect back to them. Their satisfaction level increases because they are able to do work for which they get paid, and sometimes their creativity, their paintings, their music is appreciated by everybody. Their calmness, it increases, because when you are busy doing something creative, it immediately gives you some kind of cooling effect. And the biggest thing is that they are mentally occupied instead of doing, a very typical word we use in the jail is blade bazi, because you can't take knives or weapons inside. So what they do is they carry blades, pieces of blades, inside the jail, hidden in their body cavities, all the body cavities. You will be surprised to know how they carry these things. And 2 days ago, one person was taken to hospital, one inmate was taken to hospital because he had swallowed 4 pieces of plates, so that when they go inside, they take them out and use them for doing whatever activities or control power, dadagiri they want to do inside the jail. So he was taken to hospital, and this is one example. Many of them are doing it, and but we have to deal with them with patience and other things. Next. Next, please. Next. So the lesson that I have learned in 1.5 years of my jail experience is we have to be natural. Make others also natural, calm, and collected. And then it's a win-win situation for them and for me. It's a win-win situation for all of us. Next, please. Now, I'll give you a brief of what jail administration is. Next, please. In jail, we are focusing on 3 R's. These are reformation, rehabilitation, and reintegration programs. And we also give a lot of attention to administrative excellence and our environment concerns. If we go to reformation, next please. Next. How we try to reform people. First, I showed you a glimpse of entry into Tihar prisons. And every jail has been given some kind of beautiful surroundings. We try to create a beautiful ambience. And inside jail, you get into the jail, it's frightening to when the doors, iron doors close behind you when you enter the jail. But when you enter inside, you find beautiful parks and open areas. And first-time offenders are kept separately from the others so that they are not controlled or humiliated or exploited by the hardened criminals or the repeaters, as we call them. So first-time offenders are initially lodged in model jails, model wards. They are provided better facilities than the others. All the activities are inside the jail are carried out by the inmates themselves. Food is cooked by them, gardens are maintained by them, cleanliness is ensured by them, so they take charge of everything. We provide them safe drinking water. We have dry canteen and wet canteen where they can have tea whenever they want, and they can have their daily requirements from the dry canteen. You want toothbrush, you want soap, you want shampoo, you want to eat something, you want some dresses, so they can buy everything from the canteens inside the jail. But all these transactions are cashless transactions through smart card system. We have a smart card. Everybody is allowed to spend 6,000 rupees a month, and they can spend that money. And this is how we take care of them. We have a hospital, 150-bedded hospital inside the jail, and each jail, we have 10 jails. Each jail has a medical inspection room where they can go whenever they have a problem. They are attended to 24 hours. We have doctors available in the medical inspection room and in the hospital 24 hours. And we have referral hospitals nearby where people are sent, inmates are sent for treatment or for continuing the treatment they were taking earlier. We also have a drug de-addiction center inside the jail. And anybody who enters the jail is first tested medically for the kind of treatment he is going to receive inside the jail, what kind of place he is going to live in. All those things are decided on his first visit. Every detail of his personal details are computerized, and then further action is taken for his lodging inside the jail. We have adopted a slogan called Samay Ka Sadupyog, which means optimum use of your time available. So I'm trying to ensure that everyone who is living inside the jail has to do some work, some activity. So therefore, we have evolved many activities. We have adopted many activities where these people are. Next, please. Next slide. Next. Yeah, Samay Ka Sadupyog is our slogan. So people are playing, getting involved in sports activities. People are doing music. People are doing meditation. Every jail has a playing area. Every jail has a music room. Every jail has a meditation room. Every jail has a painting room. Every jail has a library where they can go and study. Every jail has vocational training programs and some productive activities where they can go and work for wages, like we go and work in the factories. Now we have a lot of attention being paid to literacy programs, because 4 years ago, 40% of inmates who were entering the jail were illiterates, because I think everywhere the system is such that the jails are meant for basically people who are not being supported or cared for by the advocates. They do not have the legal system helping them. So therefore, we have many, 90% of my population is poor people coming from socially backward, economically backward classes. So problem of shortage of money, and also their own social background or social environment that they come from, which leads them to crime, and then they are landing up in Tihar prisons or the jail. So we have now, present status today is that we have just 1 or 2% people who are illiterate. The people who are now joining, inmates who are now joining, some of them are illiterate, but otherwise who are lodged with us, more than 6 months, most of them are literate. At least we have ensured that everybody is literate. So we have almost 100% literacy in Tihar prisons. And they also have to, as I said, vocational training streams are available to them. We have study center of National Institute of Open Schools. Children or inmates are doing their even 12th standard from with the government help, because the National Open School authorities have been so supportive that they have ensured that they don't have to pay any fees, and books are also provided, books and copies. Every stationery item is provided free of cost with the support of National Open Schools. So we have been getting a lot of support from the government organizations also. We have a study center of Indira Gandhi National Open University, and you will be happy to know that we had 4 MBAs passed out from Tihar prisons last year. So that is the, and I think it all goes to the maintenance of good environment inside the jail, which helps the inmates, motivates them, inspires them to continue with their activities or study, so to say. The productive activities, next. Next, please. These are the productive activities we are organizing in Tihar prisons to use their time properly, to keep the inmates busy, and they are legally employed, because some of them are given simple imprisonment, some of them have rigorous imprisonment, so they have to work. So, and it helps us in their rehabilitation process. The productive units are carpentry, weaving, tailoring, chemicals, we are making phenyl, etc. And paper, recycled paper, spices, soaps, sweets, blankets, and the product range also includes furniture, handloom and textiles, apparels, mustard oil and phenyl, handmade paper products, toiletry products, and spices. So this is the range of our productive line. We also, next please. We have a prison bakery. And I have to share with you that Mrs. Kiran Bedi had started this in 1995 with 1 lakh rupees investment. And the product range for our bakery is breads, biscuits, namkeens, wafers, rusk, patties, and all these things. Next. Our turnover last year was 32 crores. And this year we are hoping to touch 45 crores. Hopefully we should be able to do that. So we have high hopes, high targets for ourselves, so that we work hard and achieve something spectacular. So, one more thing I wanted to share with you was public-private partnership is the most suitable we have found working in the jail, because the private sector brings in their machinery, their raw material, and they give training to our inmates. And we just provide them the space and the proper ambience, and then the finished product is taken away by them for marketing. So it helps us that we save government resources, and we use the technical knowledge of the private sector, and they pay wages to the inmates and take away the finished product from us and for marketing. Next please. These are the vocational training programs we keep organizing in the jail, and I would be, I'm very happy to say that the government departments, which may not be working outside, but when they work with us, the Human Resource Ministry, as well as now we are having programs with the Tourism Ministry, they have organized hotel, with the help of Hotel Management Institute, we are organizing bakery and catering classes for the inmates. And I hope that these departments, the Jute Board of India, all those departments have been helping us in organizing these programs. So we have all these training programs going on. They continuously, something or the other keeps happening. Next, please. Reformative activities, as I said, painting classes and gardening, everything. Next, please. Okay. I come to reintegration, please, the slides. We have campus placement going on in the jail. We have advocates coming inside the jail, and we have a creche facility for women with children up to 6 years of age. They stay with their mothers inside the jail. We have a semi-open jail, and another good news I received today was that Delhi government has approved our proposal to open an open jail also. People will live at night in our jail, and during daytime they will go out and work outside. So that's a good news that I have received today. Next, please. Next. Now, we have introduced technology in a very big way. We are using technology for everything. We allow all the inmates to talk to their families 5 minutes every day. They are allowed to meet their families twice a week through a glass window. And there are many things, but because of shortage of time, I don't think I can go in detail. Next, please. We have a special scheme for people who are abandoned, who have nobody to look after them, no families. So we have a special scheme, and their daily requirements, needs are looked after by the administration as well as the NGOs which are working with us. We have ISO certifications for many of our activities. We have environment concerns. You can see the ambience inside Tihar prisons. This is how some of the jails look like. We have solar water heaters. We have piped natural gas, solar power plant, rainwater harvesting is practiced, and we have a biogas plant. And I just come to the last part, which is the new initiatives that we have taken up. These are the new initiatives we have taken up, and I will especially mention the charkha unit that we have. We have started making khadi kapra, khadi material inside the jail, and it has helped us in a big way. People who are suffering from depression and anxiety, etc., have stopped their medication just because they are working in charkha unit. Next, please. We have FM radio stations. People are working as RJs. They have learnt all this. In 8 jails we have started. 2 more jails are going to start. So, and I have regular interaction with the inmates. I keep talking to them through the cable network. And the last part, we keep taking the inmates out to perform and showcase their activities. We had exhibitions. We brought out some CDs by inmates. 2 CDs we have already brought out. And I even took permission from the courts to take out the under trial prisoners, and we have a flying soul band, rock band, which performed last year in December. Next, please. We had more than 5,000 inmates. We had Mega Anand Shivir, more than 5,000 inmates at the same time, from 26th of December to 29th of December. And the results, we had done a study inside the jail by the psychiatry department of our jail. They studied 40 inmates for substance abuse and 40 inmates with depression and anxiety. And they were made to undergo this Sudarshan Kriya. And the results, we have found that after 6 weeks of Sudarshan Kriya, positive results started coming. And after 6 weeks, there was a substantial reduction and improvement in all their anger and anxiety in both the cases had reduced. Their craving for the drug and the side effects of drug they were able to reduce. So these were the positive results we had seen, which has been scientifically proved, and the study is going to come out in one of the medical journals in the next 2-3 months or so. So that has been our work. Thank you. Sorry for going too much beyond my time schedule. Thank you so much.